We like to think of learning frameworks as on-the-job training, whereby students acquire the attitude, the skills, and the behaviors that they'll need to be successful in college.
Basically, it was like my starting point.
It reinforces study habits. It teaches you how to manage your time. It teaches you how to plan everything ahead.
Enhances the skill you have.
How to do school right, you know.
Well, Brazosport College has a very wide-reaching focus on student success, and learning frameworks is an integral part of that really helps us focus on that entering student and give them the skills to be successful.
When we were developing the course, we tried to figure out what types of information and assistance do new students need to know that they're not going to get in other first-year courses, and how can we teach it in a way to students that will be most palatable to them.
The key ingredients to our instructional methodologies of learning frameworks happen to be the fact that, number one, we have great teacher-student communication and interpersonal relationship building. To me, that is the key ingredient to learning frameworks, and that's why I was attracted to this particular format of teaching and this course of instruction.
A lot of students can learn this on their own, but I think part of what we do is the connections that we put in, here we go again, is very important. And I think that the experiences that we had and how we can bring those experiences so to explain concepts and the skills that they need to learn, that's the essential part of the class, and I love it.
I definitely see classes a different way.
Most freshmen coming into college, we're coming in all nervous and scared. And this class, it gives you hope and it makes you strong as a college student. And this class is important because this is a class where you don't just go in and sit down, take notes, and leave. This is like a second family. Learning frameworks is a class where you learn, you smile, you interact with different people. You're not just going to go into learning frameworks and sit down with a frown. You're going to leave out with a smile.
When I came here, I didn't have any friends. I didn't know anybody. So the teachers were a great help for me. They eventually became more than my teachers. They became my friends.
Today, the course is 3 credit hours. It's college level. It's transferable. Since we started the course in 2007, we required it of all of our developmental education students. Today, we now require it of all of our first-time degree-seeking college students. Since we began the program in 2007, we've now served approximately 3,000 students. With almost 3 years of data, what we know is that students who take learning frameworks are much more likely to be successful in their developmental coursework. They're much more likely to be successful in their college-level English and math coursework, and they're much less likely to withdraw in those types of courses than students who do not take the learning frameworks course.
I can't think of a more important thing that you can do for a student than to get them engaged during the first semester and teach them how to navigate in waters that many of them have never traveled in before.
It really makes us feel good, especially when they start using that information in their everyday lives. You know, the things that we teach them, it helps them to be successful in college. It helps them to be successful in their everyday lives.
Thanks for taking time to hear about El Paso Community College's journey into the world of early college high schools. We'll give you a brief introduction into an innovation that has changed the way we look at education in El Paso. In 2006, we opened our first early college high school in partnership with the Socorro Independent School District. The objective is that when students finish high school, they will have earned both a high school diploma and an associate's degree from El Paso Community College. We knew this goal was ambitious, but our students exceeded every expectation and have shown they are up to the challenge. Actually, 23 students from that first high school cohort of 125 earned their associate's degree before they completed their junior year of high school. 42 earned their associate's degree in December of their senior year of high school, and another 45 earned their associate's degree 3 weeks before graduating from high school. We currently operate 5 early college high schools in partnership with local independent school districts, and a 6th will open next fall.
When you first walk into the classroom, you would never know that they were early college. I mean, they blend in just the same. The only way I knew that they were early college is because they actually had to ask for permission to be gone for one day because they have to still take the tax test. So that's the only way I knew. Other than that, they blend in when you look at the classroom, just like all the other students.
My first classroom that I can remember teaching, I had traditional students, college students, and early college high school students, and half of the class was composed of early college high school students. At first, they came in a little bit fearful, intimidated, and just not sure how they were going to react to the class with other adults in the classroom. As the semester went through, you could tell that they had a confidence in themselves. By the end of the semester, they had a bounce in their step. The one thing that I see with traditional college students as opposed to the early college student is the fact that the traditional college students will make more of an effort to try to keep up with the early college high school students.
The early college students that are in my traditional 1324 business class are among the top of the class. They maintain, most of them, A's and B's.
The adults are, wanting to keep up with the younger generation, and so, in essence, everybody becomes successful. That is what is so awesome about that, seeing that experience.
I get to work with kids that really want to be in school, and I find that not only do they want to be challenged, but they're raising my level every time I go into the classroom. The level of questioning, the inquiry is just fantastic.
They come in with a mindset that they are going to be challenged, and therefore they succeed. That is so wonderful about that. That is exciting as a faculty to see.
Sometimes it is difficult, it is challenging, but it also challenges you to move faster, to mature quickly, and to push yourself.
If you want to actually, move faster than a lot of the other students, then that's a possibility for you.
They are hard workers. These are our future. And if we could teach them and they be successful when they're 20, how much more are they going to attain when they're 25? So it's just a wonderful experience.
Our purpose is to show them, part of it, the rigors of the college. What it takes to be a good student, not whether it's a good student in academia, but a good student, period. And so we work on that. We help them identify, again, their career paths. What we call 1270 is college and career. So we want what is necessary for the student for college, what is necessary for the student to go into a career.
We understand how vital it is to get started right from the beginning. That if we can get that student through that first semester and through that first year experience, they have a much, much greater chance of being successful. In our model, you have teacher-student interaction, you have student-student interaction, you have teacher-teacher interaction, counselor-teacher, and counselor-student. So it's much more energized, much more involved. Secondly, we have taken the counselor out of the office so that now when I see a student in the hallway, I can say, hey, Jane, how did you do on that math test yesterday? Because I'm a part of that learning community.
The reason I got involved in the learning community because I thought it would be a neat approach to help our students transition into the college, arena. Of course, GUS 1270 is for those students that are incoming, maybe returning after a period of time of being in college. Could be transferring, but not necessarily have enough hours to transfer over to continue on, have to still take a college orientation course, or coming straight out of high school. And so I felt that this class linked with another class would kind of give them the family feeling. I like the social aspect of the community. And so I thought that would be a really good way in which we can kind of get them involved into not just the classroom, but the social aspect and also anything else as far as the college is concerned, because 1270 basically gets you into college, period.
What I like best about the learning community is both of the instructors, they push us and they let us know that, you know, in order to pass one, you got to pass the other one. We can't miss one and come to the other one. It's linked together.
Like our teachers actually can focus more on the students. If a student has a problem in a math class and he's not being able to like talk to his teacher about it and get the problem resolved, he could talk to his other teacher in his GUS class, which will help him out in the math class, and she'll actually be able to go over there and be like, well, he's having troubles with this. Is there anything that we could help this student with to kind of try to get him back on track?
I like it because you're team teaching and you're team learning as well. The second thing is that rapport that you're building with students. It's just something different than teaching a regular course. They get so used to you and they know that you're going to check up on them from the other teacher, they're going to eventually perform. And if you keep that structure in that, they're going to say, okay, I know Ms. Harris is going to ask me about this, let me do this. Or I know I didn't turn in my homework, she knows about it, she's going to address it with me. And so that kind of pushes them to be successful.
And I think with the learning community, it's helping the student to matriculate in both disciplines, you know, regardless if it's biology and sociology. There's some link there, and professors just have to find out what that link is and bring it together for those students, and you'll see that it'll help them to understand the subject a lot better.